Hello, my loves. How are you doing today? Happy Monday to everybody. I hope everybody had a fabulous weekend. I know I did. It's very nice, very relaxing. Today is the 16th, and this reading will be for the week of the 16th through the 22nd. But please just remember that time is fluid. So whenever you do see this message, it really is made for you, although it is stamped for this date. Whenever it reaches your heart and it resonates with your heart, that's says that it's meant for you, okay? So we're going to, in this reading, talk about what we need to do. This is going to be a spiritual guidance reading for what we need to do before 2019 ends. What we need to release, any advice that needs to be given to us about actions we need to take before 2020 starts, because 2020 is going to be a good year. I am not that person who is like, this is definitely my year. 2019 was my year. 2018 was supposed to be my year, but I'm really feeling good things about 2020, especially for our collective, because we've gone through the illumination aspect of this journey where the things that needed to be healed were illuminated, and that was hard. And we've gone through the shedding, we've gone through realizing our trauma, and we've already started the process of healing. And so 2020 to me really feels like a year of thriving. The number 10 is the number of accomplishment, and so we're doubling that. So I feel like whatever you're trying to accomplish in life, whether it's increased finances, increased friendships, children, relationships, love, that it's going to be better than you think it is. And I want you to keep that positive mindset. We are a practical tribe, or I'm a practical person, but right now I'm even shifting my practicality into positivity, and I suggest you do the same, because I'm feeling really, really great energy about 2020. So we're going to find out what we need to do so we can align ourselves to be our best selves, to go into 2020 as the highest vibrating magnets that we could be, to attract into our lives all the freedom and fulfillment that we desire. Before we get into it, today I'm announcing my sale, my holiday days. I'm very excited about it. From now until the end of the year, all of my readings are going to be $5 off. But on the special days, which I'm going to be posting a calendar on my website and on my Instagram, which is Messages by Me on Instagram. On special holidays, the readings are going to be on sale for $37. So those are going to be Yule, which is the winter solstice, which is the 21st. It's going to be Hanukkah, which is the 22nd. It's going to be Christmas, the 25th. Kwanzaa, the 26th, and New Year's Eve, the 31st. So if you catch me on those days, you will get readings if you book on those days, you will get readings for $37. But any day that you book from now until the end of December, it will be $5 off the regular price of my reading. So either way, every day you're saving, okay? So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Spirit, I desire to tap into the universal mind, the knowledge of all that ever was, all that is, and all that ever will be. Please show us what we need to do as a tribe to align ourselves with our best selves to go into 2020. What is your advice for us and ending this year in the best possible way? Please. All right. All right. That makes sense. Running out of room. Oh, I love it. Do 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 do. I'm hearing a song. Do 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 do. As around the sun, the earth knows it's revolving, and the rosebuds know to bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love's the cure, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. Lots of love coming. And oh, it's so cute. Lots of love and life partnership coming in 2020, especially if you've been waiting a long time for it. I'm feeling people. I watched Avatar yesterday, and after they brought Jake Sully into the tribe, you need to watch it if you haven't. Him and Natiri, they became a union, and she said, "We are mated for life, Jake Sully." You remember? And so that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling mates for life, soulmates for life, life partnership, lifetime commitments, and Stevie Wonder is in my head talking about it, okay? So I do see just overall, there's a lot of major arcana. It was 3 out of 7 major arcana, which is talking about the fact that major shifts are happening, okay? Energetic shifts. We're going up, you know, we're not going back. Sometimes the journey is all over the place, but I see us steadily ascending, which is beautiful, okay? So for the first message, we're not going to do Monday through Friday, but for the first message for the end of this year, we do get the reflection card, number 19, which is a major arcana. This speaks to a few things. Some people are going to be traveling a lot or traveling before the year is up, and that is because some people have to travel to tie up loose ends. You either moved and there's something you have to let go of. You have to go back and tell the person you're in a relationship, like, I'm done, I'm moving on, something like that. You have to finish out a job. You have to sell your home, like finish the details with selling your home. But this is traveling. I'm traveling this week, so it's saying maybe it's a holiday vacation, especially if this is somewhere near water. This is a card of traveling over or near water. So some people are going overseas. Some people are going to lake houses, cabins by the lake, ponds, streams, waterfall, Niagara Falls. You know, some people are going to travel where there's water. Some people are traveling to resorts. They're like, fuck this cold weather, I'm going to the Bahamas, I'm going to Jamaica, you know, I'm going to the beach, you know, down by the beach. Some people are going to the beach. And so this is a good card to kind of, if you're traveling near water, water is the element of emotional cleansing. This is the element of emotions in general. So some people are like, before I start this next year, I have to really just cleanse everything emotionally that's still affecting me. You know, some of you need to get away to get a good cry in so you could feel better. If you're not traveling, this is definitely telling you to travel within your soul. Now is the time for reflection. That means looking into your soul, looking into your life. Lots of journaling work should be done before the end of the year. You should be writing down your intentions. What do you intend to release? Is it lack? Is it guilt? Is it shame? Is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it negative thinking? Write it down. What do you want to bring into your life? Is it abundance? Is it love? Is it increased finances? Is it happiness and joy? What is that? Reflect on your life. There's going to be a very big shift and there already has, if you haven't seen it, with the Divine Feminine Collective, okay? You know, I love you men, right? And you guys are definitely, I'm seeing an increase of the Divine Masculine doing their healing work. But the women right now are stepping into the spotlight, okay? Because Moon represents women, femininity, Sun represents masculinity and men, right? Women are stepping into positions of power, whether it's in politics, whether you're being promoted to partner at your firm, whether you're a CEO, whether you're starting your own business, whether you're going into something in the entertainment industry where you have to stand in front of a spotlight, whether this is being a thespian or a singer or what may have you. Women are like, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm sick of feeling like the life is happening to me, like life is not fair. I'm just gonna create the life that I desire, right? I'm gonna go big or go home. So there's gonna be a shift in the Divine Feminine, which is going to inspire everyone around the Divine Feminine to also shift to their best potential. So this is wonderful energy of reflection. The next card we get is the Lookout card, which, as you can see, even if you don't read tarot, this doesn't look like the happiest situation, right? This man is standing here in this bird's nest at the top of the boat, and the boat is on fire. This is telling you to look out, be aware before something gets worse, right? And you're supposed to look at the direction that the man is looking, and he's looking in the reflection card. So this is telling me, like, if you don't do the inner work, if you keep putting band-aids on bullet wounds, so to speak, this is going to be you on the inside. You're going to implode on the inside. Some people's way of healing, the way that their parents taught them to heal, the way that society told them to heal, and this especially men who have been told, don't express your feelings. It's weak to cry. Don't, keep that shit to yourself, yo. If you've been told that, that's only serving to keep the poison within you, okay? There needs to be reflection. There needs to be calling yourself on your own bullshit. There needs to be a deep, discovery within yourself. Because if you don't, those traumas, this flame represents traumas. They're not going to put themselves out. If you're afraid of abandonment, if you suffered abuse, if you were in the household with parents who neglected you or abused you or anything like that, or if it's past relationships that are still affecting you, that still leave a bad taste in your mouth, but you keep saying, I'll just move forward, because if I keep moving, I don't have to sit down and think about it. Because every time I sit down and my mind gets quiet, this issue comes to my head. Well, it's coming to your head for a reason, because it needs to be resolved. Turning your head and turning your back to what needs to be resolved is not the way to fix it. It's only the way to dig yourself deeper into the issue. So please, this is a warning sign. What is it that needs to be healed? Heal it. Go to therapy, speak to a life coach, get yourself a tarot reading so you can pinpoint it exactly and get some guidance about how to move forward, right? But don't just stew in it and not do anything about it, all right? Another message coming through for the end of 2019 is any plots. This is any plots for revenge. This is, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get this person back. This is any plotting on people negatively. Oh, I'm going to make sure she loses her job. When she goes up for her presentation, I'm going to make sure that I point out all the things that are wrong. This is any negative strategizing. So whether it's, oh, he's sexy and he has a girlfriend and I'm going to take him from her, needs to be stopped and ceased immediately, okay? This is playing favoritism, needs to be stopped. This is issues in your job where you're having issues with your coworker and it's petty and y'all keep doing little shit to each other just to bother each other. That needs to be stopped. All antagonizing, all that negative shit needs to be left in 2019, okay? Conversely, it's saying that now is a time to focus energy on positive strategizing, okay? If you want to build a business, if you want to build your empire, you're not going to do it in a day, right? But come up with phases. Phase 1, I'm going to work on community building and getting my name out there. Phase 2, I'm going to work with clients one-on-one. Phase 3, I'm going to create digital products to help my clients in order for them to be able to do self-healing. Phase 4, I'm going to open up a second location. What is it? Is it phase 1? I'm going to go to school. Phase 2, I'm going to get a mentor. Phase 3, I'm going to open up a storefront. What is it? But you need to plan. You need to strategize, okay? Don't just think, oh, in 2020, I'm going to start a new business and have absolutely no steps to starting this business. You've done no research. You've talked to no mentors. You've done nothing. You just, in your head, you're just going to start a business. Unfortunately, things don't just poof out of the air. Hard work is the shortcut. And if you want it, the energy is supporting you that, resources will be provided, new paths will be provided, helpful people will come along. But if you're just sitting there doing nothing, like hoping one day you'll just be an overnight success, it's not going to happen for you, all right? So make sure that you are strategizing. This is a message for blended families, making sure that everybody involved is on the same page, making sure you're working together as a blended family, not, trying to slight the other parent or shine more than the other parent or anything like that. For blended families, especially coming through, this is saying making sure you're working together, because at the end of the day, you're all working towards the same goal of having a healthy, thriving family, okay? So it is best to work with each other, than to work against each other. Alrighty. The other message, the Akashic Field. Look at that. I was just talking to my friend on Instagram, and he was talking about how he wants to go to Norway because he wants to get a better view of the Aurora Borealis, and that's what this is, this beautiful picture here. Isn't it gorgeous? I want to see the Aurora Borealis too. But what this is saying is that a lot of people in this tribe were receiving new gifts that we did not previously have. Whether you realize now I can read these tarot cards, or you realize, no, I really am psychic, or yeah, I really am a medium and I do have the power to talk to ghosts, and I do have the power to communicate with ancestors and bring those messages over. Whether this is, I'm an herbalist and I can really make medicine, from the earth that's going to help myself, my family, and others. There are talents, abilities, and gifts that we have always done. These gifts that are being discovered right now are ones that are embedded in our DNA. They are ones that we have learned from many, many lifetimes of practicing. I'm not just a healer this lifetime. I have been a healer many. I've been a healer in Atlantis. I've been a healer in the Mayan society. I've been a healer in the Druidic society. I've been a healer in the Jewish tradition. I've been a, this is what I do. And even looking at my childhood, I've always been doing stuff like this. Like, I've always been called to the spiritual, to the witchy, to the occult, to the supernatural. I've always been into that shit, and that's because that's ingrained in who I am. So don't fight what's inside of you, okay? Use these gifts. Sometimes it may take you a little while, because sometimes you get gifts and they're a little scary, like, whoa, I can talk to ghosts, and you're like, am I ready to do stuff like that? Take your time with it. You may want to find a mentor or a teacher who will help you to feel more comfortable with it. But a lot of you are tapping into the Akashic Fields. This is also speaking to a need for everyone to increase their awareness, right? Because I have another card that says the same thing down here. Spirit is always, always talking to us. Always, always. Like right now, Spirit is talking to us. But Spirit does not speak English. Why? Because English is not universal. Not everybody speaks English. But everybody knows numbers. And everybody knows animals, and everybody knows music, and everybody knows feelings, right? And when you get sensations, right? That is how the universe is speaking to you. I am a translator of the universe. I am simply translating these messages to you, okay? You have the power to translate as well, but you have to slow down and be aware. You have to learn about colors and what they mean, and vibrations and frequencies and what they mean, and what different animal messages mean. So if you see, if you see the color green, right, and then you run across Archangel Raphael, you see a statue of him, and then you see a picture of him, you know that healing is in order, because green is the color of healing. Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing. Then you may see something with Jesus, and he's also a healer. This is the universe telling you need healing. And then if you're aware, it'll tell you exactly where and exactly how to get that healing. So this is an increase in awareness. It's a number 1 card. So it's saying that you're also getting new talents and new abilities that will help you to decipher and decode the universe's language. So make sure you're listening, okay? Then we have this King of Scrolls. I like this guy, right? Because he's an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra, right? But it's a general reading, so it doesn't have to be. For a few of you, this is someone coming into your life. It's a male energy coming into your life. So whether you're a man or a female, whatever your sexual orientation is, this could be a teacher. It could be a boss. It could be like a boss or a supervisor, manager. It could be a mentor. It could be a possible love interest. It could also be your father or like an uncle, close family friend, right? This is someone who is likely in the industry of writing, of publishing, of education, being a teacher of some sort. Also real estate or development, construction as well. This is someone who's coming in to help you expand, because expansion is also the name of the game in 2020. So you see he has scrolls. That's because this is a man with a plan. And whoo, don't we appreciate a man with a plan, okay? So sometimes you're a little flustered and you're like, I know I want to do this, that, and the third, but I don't know how to take the first step. I don't know how to go about that. And this man was like, well, this is what you have to do. First, you have to do your research about this, that, and the third, and then you have to talk to this commission, and then you have to get it approved through this, blah, 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 blah. This man is coming in to help you. It could also be a lawyer for some of you who are going through legal matters, someone who can help you with your legal matters. So this energy is coming in to give you guidance, because you see he's looking towards the future. That's why, because he's an Aquarius. Because he's an air sign, right? And he's a visionary, and he can see into the future. You see like 18 steps ahead of you. He sees like 3 years ahead of you in what you need to do. It's also likely that he has done it himself, so it's easier for him to give you this information. That's for some of you. For the other, some of you, this is the energy, whether you are a female or a male, that you yourself need to invoke. So you might be in those industries that I just previously mentioned, and it's time for you to be more visionary, because some people who I have a background in advertising, so it's easier for me to advertise. It's easier for me to do anything with communications. Not everybody has that, but if you have training in communications and writing and all that kind of stuff, and business administration, anything like that, then you yourself are elevating to where you're going to be using those talents to drive yourself forward. Okay, so this is beautiful, beautiful energy coming through. There's also a possibility that you will work with this man, and this is handful of you, who will work with this man, and it will turn into a working romance, because in the back here, I don't know if you can see, there's a single rose growing up this pillar. It's saying that it will most likely be working first, And then that late night that y'all spend at the office might turn into something else, okay? It may turn into a working romance. Because if you are sapiosexual, or you like men who like to take the lead and take charge, and who can teach you something, because whoo, that is sexy, right? You're gonna be like, oh, he's teaching me some stuff, and it might develop into a working romance, okay? And then it might be a partnership where, again, you have the talent or you have the source of knowledge, but he has the know-how and the vision. So that's a great combination coming in here. So connect, network, be social, go out. If there's somebody who comes into your life who normally wouldn't be your type to either just associate with or to date, be open-minded right now, because you never know what somebody can bring into your life. Don't get too caught up on the packages that are coming to you right now, because Spirit will send you a beautiful gift and a package that you yourself would not even be willing to unwrap. And there you go, letting your blessings out of the door, because you are so focused on the outer rather than the inner. This is the time to not judge a book by its cover, right? Another message speaking to travel, to reinforce our first message, the journey, the 7 of Roses. You see the boats? Again, speaking to travel over water. Y'all going overseas, again, without me. Y'all need, I'm gonna put my number so y'all can call me next time we need to travel, right? But this is speaking to traveling over water. Some of you are going on literal cruise ships. Some of you may be taking a boat wherever you go, like you may be going to Italy and get on the little gondola, you know, something like that. I am seeing Italy, and I am seeing Rome. Then I'm also seeing places like Washington State, not DC, Maine, Vermont, Brussels. That's interesting. I'm hearing those places, hearing those places in my head. This is also speaking to the fact, because this is a 7 of Roses. 7 is the number of spirituality. Roses represents love. Some of you will have to move to find love. Either you started this connection and you guys are in a long distance relationship, and one of you is going to have to move to see the other. Some of you are starting new lives and you're moving someplace else, and that is where your love resides. Some of you are kept apart from your lover because, you know, your lover travels for work constantly or is on a vacation right now. You may even be thinking about going to surprise your lover who's over someplace else in Paris or wherever, as a romantic gesture. Somebody may be coming in to surprise you as a romantic gesture. But because it's 7, I see spiritually based, as I mentioned, life partners being formed here. I see spiritually based relationships. Some of you are nomads together. Some of you will love each other, like you're in the same place, but you like to travel, you like to backpack through Europe. You like to do the whole Airbnb thing. You like to go to those places, like there's farms and different locations where you can work to stay. Some of you are vanners. You've renovated your van and you're traveling across America. You're traveling across this place or wherever you're traveling. But this is about love and traveling and going on a new journey. So this is beautiful energy. It's also speaking to the new journey you're about to begin in 2020. It's going to be adventurous. So don't have any expectations. You know, just allow yourself to flow with life right now, because some of you have been bored, you know, and you're like, please, just anything different would be awesome. And this is that different that is coming. So journey away, my friends, journey away. And then lastly, the message that we have here is the light of the world. And if you look at this card, you will see that the sage over here, he's standing here with his lantern. He's trying to get your attention, whoever you are watching this video. But you are so distracted by the kitty cat. You're so distracted by life that you're not listening. Again, this goes along with this card right here, saying that you need to increase your awareness. Spirit is trying to knock on your door and get your, hey, you know that way to abundance? I know the way, but you're so busy with love and hip hop. And you're so busy with stressing over this one, and you're so busy with worried about what the next one is doing, and you're so busy just sulking in your grief and playing the victim. And I'm trying to show you the way out, but you're so distracted with everything else that you're not seeing it. So here I am with my lantern to illuminate the bullshit, to illuminate what it is that needs to be healing. And I'm not going to stop knocking until you open this door. I'm not going to stop knocking. So Spirit is trying to talk to you, right? Some of you are really literally distracted and you're not aware, and you really don't realize it, right? Some of you are aware and you're in denial. Yes, I'm calling you out of love, because you know it's only the real that we talk about here, right? Why are you in denial? Because you see that fire behind you there in the fireplace? Because there's something you need to destroy. Fire is the element of destruction. There's something you need to let go. Something that is toxic to you, something that is no longer serving to you, but it feels so good. That's what the warmth provides. It feels good to you. So whether this is drugs or drinking, whether it's that sexy man or woman, whether it is your comfort zone, yes, that feels so good and warm and like a sweater, but it's not serving you. And so you're like, I would go, but it would require me to let go of this, and it feels so good. Yeah, but it's not good for you. Just because something tastes good, just something feels good, does not mean it's good for your soul. Some of you are poisoning yourselves. You're literally poisoning yourself. And you know what you need to let go. And so Spirit is showing you through fire and through light, both sources of fire, that you have to let it go. That you cannot bring this attitude, behavior, person, job, or situation into 2020 with you. This is a 10 card. It's saying finish it, accomplish what that was. Get your last jollies from it, get that last little bit that feels good, but don't bring this shit into 2020, because this is not gonna fly in 2020, because we're going on a new journey in 2020, and old stuff can't come, okay? The boat is not big enough. We're in a canoe. You can only bring the essentials into 2020, and whatever this is that feels good but is no good cannot come. So there's a lot of, we're going to be doing the last little bit of shedding, because we've been doing so much shedding for like the last year and a half, getting rid of the stuff that's not serving us. We're doing the last little bit of shedding. We're leaving behind negative people and negative energy and drama just because, I'm bored, so let me start drama, or I'm bored, so let me participate in a gossipy conversation. We're leaving that shit behind. That's basic, right? We're doing the necessary healing work. We're traveling to places that better suit our souls, or going to different retreats that help us to recalibrate ourselves. I have a distance healing that I do to recalibrate the chakras. I have a sale on that right now, so if you email me, I do not need to be there. I do a distance healing to get your system, they give you as a computer, to get your system rebalanced before you go into the new year, okay? Because there's new beginnings coming, and we're looking good so far. It's just like residual stuff that needs to be let go. Be open to the new people coming into your life, and be open to the new blessings. Like, really think positively. You are creating the world in front of you. Your outside world is a direct reflection of your inside world. So whatever you believe is what you're going to see in your reality. If you believe in the best, you will receive the best, okay? So work on that mindset. Be open to these new changes. Hit me up for the readings, because again, they're on sale for the entire month, for the rest of the year. And then my journals are still on sale, so you can go on my website and check those out as well. So these are the messages I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I will talk to you guys soon, all right? Peace. Love you guys. Love y'all, man.